Let me get something.
God. Mm-hmm. It's got one alone. Mm-hmm. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A great good morning to you all. Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let us know, please, and thank you for hearing us loud and clear.
Yep.
And yes, kindly feel free to share or to tag and let someone know that we're on.
Yep.
This morning, we are grateful to be in the land of the living. Yes, we're grateful to be in the land of the living. Lord, have mercy. Hallelujah. Let's connect this morning. Let us connect. Share, tell somebody that the morning coffee show is on. We're glad to be back with you this morning.
Yep.
Yes, we're happy to be with you in your homes, your living rooms, your offices, your vehicles, wherever you might be viewing us from this morning.
Yep.
It is indeed an honor. It is indeed a joy to be back with you once again on the morning coffee show.
Yep.
And I don't know why you moved the mic from here. Why did you take the mic off from
Too much of bass in your voice.
What?
For the mic.
But why did you move the mic, love?
Too much bass in your voice for the mic.
Hallelujah. This Monday morning, you just got to make sure that your joy is intact,
And I wonder why you're wearing red like me.
It represents Jesus' blood. Yeah, the blood of the Lamb. When you buy the blood of the Lamb, What's happening this morning?
Thank you for the grace today, Lord.
What's happening this morning? We have
and the patience, Lord. Thank you for it, Jesus.
Yes, that is the red this morning, Lady Carletta, ma'am. The red this morning signifies the precious blood. What can wash away my sins?
Nothing but the blood.
Nothing but the blood of Jesus, darling. Yes, thank you. Yes, Dr. Charles. Yes, Dr. Charles. Yes, Dr. Carletta Charles. A pleasant good morning to you all this morning. Make sure you tell a friend to tell another friend. We have a very hot, very interesting topic that we're about to embark on very shortly. So you have to make sure you tell somebody that we are on this morning. I'm here with my precious darling of a wife, I love your natural girl. This side of the hair look like the Red Sea. You just look like we just part. Are we crossing over? We're moving to the promised land.
Yeah, see why somebody showed us my hand. Asking the Lord for grace.
You're moving to the promised land, darling.
Patience this morning,
You're such a
extra grace.
You're such a sweet child.
Lord, extra patience.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. I love the part. I just love that part. The natural look. It's just mind blowing. It's amazing.
Going out with my eyes this morning.
Good morning. The precious blood of the Lamb on that eyes. You remind me of a sister that I saw in church. I thought, the sister was reaching out. I thought we were in the move, and the presence of the Lord was moving for real. I saw the sister. Remember, some service we had some time back, and the sister was there, and tears running down her eyes, and her eyes were so red, 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 red. I said, wow. I says, what happened? The sister today in the service, I said, she's really reaching out. She's really reaching out to the Lord, And until after the service, she said, was her what do you call these things?
Lashes.
Eyelashes had her busy. The eyelashes had her. The eyelashes had her in a gear. So I thought I thought she was reaching out to the Lord, and that the tears was coming as a result of what was the eyelashes? The eyelashes were not intact.
I'm here sitting quite quiet.
Yes,
I'm keeping my composure this morning.
Yeah,
people just looking to pick trouble with me for telling me my hair look like when you part the Red Sea.
The Jordan River.
You understand?
Jordan River. That's a good thing.
There's why I'm going to slap on here on this. For the reason.
No.
For that reason, I'm going to put
darling, the natural is natural. Yeah, we want to welcome you all this morning. Good to have you, Shandel Hercules. Good to have you, Lady Dr. Carletta Charles. Good to have you, the Gibson family. Good to have you, Sherman Smith. Welcome. We have Desiree Butters. Welcome to you and your beloved family. Pastor Jennifer Davidson. Welcome, Aileen Joseph. Welcome on the Morning Coffee Show. Nikki Barbie, good morning again. And once again to you and your household, sincere condolences for the passing of your dear husband. We pray for much strength and much grace, and the Lord help you at this time and season, and your family, your in-laws, and everyone at this time. Much grace and much strength to you all, only Christ can give you the comfort, that one needs in time like this, So we are glad to be back with you this morning on the Morning Coffee Show. It is indeed an honor to be with you in your homes, in your cities, in your
let
neighborhood.
Somebody know that the Morning Coffee Show is live this morning. Apostle is speaking trouble, early morning trouble.
Before we embark on the topic, I'm just saying that, Prophetess, I love your hair. I love the part in your hair. And the part of her hair, that part there looks just like the Jordan River. Just like the Red Sea. You just can't just cross over. We're moving to the promised land. That's all I got to say, sweetheart. That's all I have to say.
I'm not going to say anything this morning. I already say my prayers. I already ask the Lord for grace.
Hallelujah.
And patience.
Amen.
And everything this morning. So I refuse
to be bothered.
To be bothered with the haters. I refuse.
No, not haters. Not that.
I refuse
no, darling.
to worry with the critics.
I know. I don't hear that.
I refuse to take the critics on this morning. The blood of Jesus.
When they buy the blood of the lamb.
And they're wearing red this morning. So we sending more blood upon them.
They buy the blood of the lamb. I'm a testimony that they overcome the evil one. Again, I tell them, never the blood of the. You're keeping a straight face this morning. All right, let's get right into the topic as we move ahead from the Red Sea part, or the Jordan part. I just love the natural look.
That is why I'm going to put something in my hair. For that reason, I'm going to put something in my hair.
Don't put nothing in your hair.
I'm going to put something in my hair for that reason.
No wig.
See, now you're coming and talking.
The natural, you look proper.
I'm going to slap on a wig on this.
And naturally you look good, darling. Don't do that. My beloved mother-in-law, Ingrid David, is in the house. This is the Morning Coffee Show. We want to welcome you all, Natasha Gentle. Welcome to you, Leon. Is it Leon or Leslie? Leon. Amos, my apologies, please. Good to have you. Latoya Adams, a wonderful good morning to you all. Good to have the Lane family in the house. Minister Deborah, good to have you, girl. Resilient Deborah, welcome to the Morning Coffee Show. All right, Alicia James, good to have you in the Morning Coffee Show. You have Yvonne Tom is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Abika, what's happening? Abika, you left. You didn't even tell me you were leaving yesterday, church girl. You did not even tell me. Anyhow, we'll talk that over later on. Love you tons. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. But we have a very interesting topic that we want to, something similar to what we had last week. But we want to switch it up a little, twist it up a little, turn it up a little, turn it a little, you know.
It's going to be hot.
And so, yeah. We want to have a discussion. Cheryl Brown, Prince, good to have you and your family, please. Good to have the Lashley family. Lady Anisha K, what's happening, girl? Good to have you on the morning coffee show.
Enjoy your week out, Anisha.
Yeah, wherever you are, do have a great and incredible week in the land of the living. Yeah. The topic this morning, like we were saying last week, and the topic that we had last week was, do you think it is right for parents to have access to their children's phone, to their phones, their bags, and their rooms?
And we were not talking about children, that is adults.
No, we're talking about minors
age,
on the age, not on the parental guidance. But now we want to switch it up a little, and we want to say here was the topic today. Do you think that, a husband or a wife, child mother or child father should have free access to their partner's phone? Let's have a discussion this morning. What are your views? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your views? Do you think that, a husband or a wife, a child father, a child mother, or, that, you're living together, or, your spouse, do you think that that person should have free access to your phone? What are your thoughts? What are your views? Let's have a discussion. Let's have a talk. Let's hear your opinion. Let's hear your views.
We know the phone
Let's
situation.
hear your arguments.
It's causing a lot of
tension, a lot of tension.
Tensions in family. So let's talk.
Let's have a discussion. Spread the word that the morning coffee show is on. Tell somebody that we're on. We're live. Today we're home today. Today's a holiday over here.
Yep.
And we're glad for the holiday. Thank God. So spread the word. Let's have a talk. If you say yes, let us hear why you say yes. If you say no, let's hear your view. Why you say no. If you say in between, let's hear. Please feel free to share your opinion, your idea. You never know, your idea may very well help somebody. Your opinion, your comment may very well be of a great help to somebody.
Yep.
All right, so let us connect. We want to have a discussion. We want to have this healthy discussion. All right, and if you're saying that your husband should, if you're saying that your husband should have, or your wife should have access, why do you think? Or if you're saying no, please, let's hear your view, your version, your opinion on why you think they should not have, access
to your phone.
To each other's phone. Do you think your partner should put a password that your spouse do not know? Do you think it's right for your partner to put a lock, a password on their phone, and they don't know the password? Only you alone know the password. What are your views? This is the Morning Coffee Show, and let's have a talk. All right.
All right then.
Somebody's saying no, even though I don't have nothing to hide. Are you saying no in the context that you don't believe your partner should have access? I would want to believe that. That's what I'm getting there. If you want to stay sane, don't go through the platform. Somebody's saying if you want to stay sane, don't go through that phone. Don't go through that phone. If you want to keep your sanity, if you want to hold your mind together, somebody's saying here, do not go through that phone. All right? While some others are saying, why not? Some person is saying, why not? Why shouldn't I have access to my husband or wife or spouse's phone? You know, somebody's saying here, we should be free. We must be free to each other's phone. It should be a free thing. Let's have a discussion. Make sure you tag somebody quickly. Make sure you spread the word. This is a very, very hot and very sensitive, topic and matter that needs to be addressed in so many homes, so many marriages, so many relationships, so many. So let me say, I'm listening this morning. I'm just reading comment right about now, opinions and comment, and we're looking to see what are your views, because all know we want to make sure that somebody get help, somebody get restored. Somebody said no, it's the person's private phone. Unless the person say you can have access at any time. Another word is access with permission. Andrea, thank you for sharing. She said another term for the word is access with permission.
All right.
You can have access, but with permission. If you don't have permission, that means you don't have access. Access is denied. You understand? From today, don't let she go in my phone. If I tell you, do not touch my phone, you have to get any which way. Okay. Let us go down the road. This is deep. And it's amazing that everybody have their own version and their views and their opinion. Exactly. So that's why we want to have a discussion. And sometimes we may argue because you're gonna hear our opinion. But on the flip side of things, there are so many complications and reasons behind some people denying their spouse access to their phones. And it's a whole touchy thing. But let's go.
It is.
Let's go. This is the morning coffee show. Only if they have something to hide. Okay, somebody's saying that in terms of if you have something to hide, and then you would deny your spouse access. Good morning. If you just joined us, good morning.
And welcome to the morning coffee show.
Yeah.
The topic today is, should I have access to Mr. Duran's phone? Should you have access to your husband's phone?
Or to your wife?
Or to your wife's phone?
Or to your child father, child mother?
Mother.
What are your thoughts? What are your views? Come on, let it commence. Let your opinion continue to flow. Your comments. We want to hear your thoughts. It's a thing that is matching up a lot of families today, matching up a lot of relationships, a lot of marriages and stuff like that. Sad to see, but this is the reality. All right. So here we are in a relationship where. We are in a relationship where trust is the order of the day. Sharing is caring, yes, every time. So somebody is saying here that sharing is caring every time you're in a relationship, and therefore, they're saying that my understanding is that because of trust, I can,
sharing.
I don't mind sharing and allowing you to have access to my phone. All right, good to have you, Carmen Hussein. How are you, beloved? Please salute your dear husband, my good friend, man. All right. Yes, this is the morning coffee show. Somebody is saying here, I will not let my husband have access to my phone PIN number because he discuss whatever. Oh, he discuss whatever he see with family and friends, and that's my business. Okay, putting it out there. Okay, so you see that somebody shared it, and that's the thing. Because I mean, it may boil down to the kind of relationship you have with your partner.
That is it.
It may boil down to the kind of relationship you have with your partner. Listening to what somebody said there, that whatever you see in my phone, you share it with friends and you're going to share it with your family. Well, that's a no-no. I mean, in that case, the person have a right to say, man, no, I don't want you into my phone.
Sometimes what will work for you might not work for somebody else.
That's true.
So even with this, going through each other phone, you got to know what worked for you in the relationship or in your marriage. You might hear somebody might say, okay, they get access to their husband's phone. They can go, like for me, I go into that phone whenever I need to go into that phone. I'm not going in looking for anything or trying to.
After today, you gotta ask me for permission for going with phone. I tell you, you don't have to run up with me phone like nobody. You got permission, buddy. Permission.
Well, vice versa.
Huh?
You got your permission.
No. I is the man of this house, and I is the man.
Right now, it was snowing outside last night, and that gets is very cold. So you continue to be the man in this house. Continue to show opposition.
Pray for me, oh.
It is cold outside.
I'm glad. Let me hear this. I'm glad my spouse and I were open this past week. I'm glad my spouse and I was open about everything, including the phone, because in his death I was able to soar out business, okay, and so much more, so much that had to be done. Not to mention the pleasant memories of photos, videos, etc. The phone holds.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that, Pastor Oika Hartley. Yeah. So she's saying that, she's happy that herself and husband had an open relationship, that even in terms of his passing, she was able to go into the phone, use the phone, did whatever other businesses, etc. With the phone and stuff like that. And also the photo memories, the videos, etc. that he had or he has there.
Apostle, on another note, some people just try to give themselves added stress,
Well,
I feel some people just try to give themselves added stress.
In terms of what? Going through each other's phone.
Going through each other's phone, and you think, find something else to do, buddy. Sometimes you give yourself added stress, send up your blood pressure, you can't sleep nighttime, you can't. Sometimes for your peace and your sanity.
But you remember that they have a saying. Heart no see, heart no born. Well, hey, heart no see, heart no born. But listen, I mean, you got a point there.
You're trying to bring it out at every angle,
Yes, you're tuned to the Morning Coffee Show, and the topic this morning, what are your views? What are your views? Do you think your husband? Do you think your wife? Do you think your spouse? Do you think your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your child mother, your child father should have free access to your phone at any time? Do you think they can should just pick up your phone anytime and just go through it if they want? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Please join your comments. Feel free to share. Yeah. We're having a discussion this morning, and somebody's saying that, hey, number open relationship. Somebody's saying that the relationship should be very open.
Yeah.
All right. And backing up on what somebody said earlier, that I will not share my PIN, in other words, with my husband, because whatever he sees in my phone, he discusses it with his friends and family, and that's a whole different level right there. That's a whole different level right there, because some people have lots of sensitive things in their phone. It's not necessarily that they're cheating, but sometimes they're having certain sensitive things and stuff. And like the person said, you don't want to make those things to be discussed or to be out there.
I mean, we would have talked to people that their marriage, their relationship was going good, no problem, nothing seemed to be an issue, nothing seemed. And one person decided to go in somebody's phone and see something, and the entire relationship changed.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, I have dealt with situations where sometimes people go into each other's phone and they misinterpret what they see.
Well, let's talk about that, because I know that I know that we would have met many couples too. We had many counseling sessions with many couples, many husbands and wives, where we had to address that issue with many couples. And like you said, with that particular point, that there are times we met couples where, some spouse or spouses can overreact. Overreact when they do have access to the phone, and when they do get into the phone and see certain things there, they interpret, they have their own interpretation,
Yeah.
and it caused the whole relationship to blow up to a whole different level in the negative. And you can talk about that, love, in terms of giving advice to
Yeah.
many couples like that.
Indeed, so sometimes, as Apostle said before, sometimes the less your eye see art, what?
I see
I
art in the
see
body.
art in the body. Yes, and sometimes people can misinterpret, what they might see. And in this generation, they know they have all kind of emoji for things, and they have all kind of slangs, and they have all kind of words. And if you don't know, you understand, I would have dealt with person would have misinterpret text messages, misinterpret certain emojis, misinterpret certain statements, and cause big explosion in the marriage, in the relationship. And sometimes when you get down to the bottom of the story, when you get down to the investigation, when a person get down to the seriousness, the root of it, it's nothing of the sort. That person, but it caused such an explosion. Sometimes you say things to each other that person end up living with what you say to them. You cause more damage than what you see in the phone with your words. You understand?
Yeah.
And it just destroy everything. So you got to be careful, even when you get access. When you have access, you got to be careful. Not everything. Some people literally they're looking for something. It's like some people literally just look to me.
Yeah.
It's like you trying to destroy what you have by just want to find something.
But I think
want to see something.
But not my version of it though is not like some people want to destroy, but like some people, like they have I don't want to call it a sick, but it could be an insecurity complex, and they are so bothered, they're troubled. It's like years ago we said, like, they got stinging neckles, It's like, can't be settled, but you got to see, like, I got to see what they're in this phone. I want to see it. And like we saying, both you should have access, spouses should have, and it depends on that couple's relationship. But like, honestly, some persons are really it's like they have really insecurity problems. And they feel that if they don't get to see that phone, it's like they're tripping. Somebody said earlier in the comment, if you want to remain sane, keep your head out of that phone. Start to see, because what you might discover, and it can cause a whole lot of confusion.
And then we would have deal with person that say, Apostle Prophetess, I just get a nudge.
Okay.
A thing just to check out, to seek out the password and check out and sneak in the phone and go on in the phone. And I found out certain things. You understand? Certain things were exposed.
So what are you saying? You should not go in each other's phone? That is what you're saying?
I'm not saying that, because I'm a clear will defend. I should have access, because this is not, for me, marriage is not just a child mother or just any old thing. We would have made vows. And marriage is about trust. Right? Marriage is about trust. So I should have access to your phone. This is my belief. I believe that. And I mean, it's because of what we would have established from the beginning. Right? Because we established this thing, whether it's good or it's bad or it's in between, share it with each other. Let each other know.
Yeah, but which I agree with you totally. But some people are afraid that if they do give access or they do share what is going on, right? Which it should be a transparent relationship. But many people are afraid what my spouse response would be like. What? Can I handle their response? Can I handle his response? Can I handle her response? How would I handle? And I think that's one of the reasons why many people are are afraid to share with their partner what is going on in their phones, and why they deny their partners access. We would have met many couples, and we've had many counseling sessions with couples, where the husband or the wife may say, you know what, I prefer you have a pin for your phone and I have a pin for my phone. You stay to your phone, I stay to my phone.
Yep.
Everything else is good. But when it comes to the phone thing,
That's
you are
it.
not coming into my phone. I am not coming into your phone. And
People say that even before in counseling session, before persons get married, people even say that, here, one of the things I want to establish is that, okay, everything else you could get access to, but when it comes to the phone, you shouldn't have access unless I give you the permission or I give you the right to access my phone. Yeah, but I ain't gonna get access other things. So therefore, then if I gotta get access for your phone, then permission for go in your phone, then you gotta get permission for certain things.
Well, that's it. But remember, the thing about it is that, like what you said there, some persons, even before marriage, during counseling session, before marriage, some people set their thing before, and they said this is their position beforehand. Everything else you got free access to, but the phone thing, no such free access. Somebody was saying that you can have access, but with permission, and I honestly used to. My view and my version of it is that, listen, why husband and wife should not have. I believe that husband and wife should have, or father, child, mother, should have access to each other's phone. But as you live life,
is our belief.
No, but then as you live life, as you live life, you realize that may not be applicable for everybody. And so before I used to be that one track mentality, that hey, your husband or your wife should have access to your phone. There's no reason why you can, and but then as you grow older, as you mature, you realize the complication and how sensitive it is, that people are different, husbands are different, wives are different, child father, child mother, people process things totally different.
People upbringing are different, so you just gotta come to that. We have to come to that reality that everybody is not like you guys. You understand? Because I could pick up my husband's phone, go in it anytime. He can pick up my phone, go in it anytime. We don't have anything to hide. I don't have anything to hide. You understand? It is there. I just always say my password is on my phone, because sometimes I'm a person, when I go out, I just put out my phone and just leave it on God. I'm not this big phone person that is aware with phone. I post so many times, I'm not walking in the store, person can ask me, you get your phone? You have your phone? Where is your phone? So that's the reason why I have a lock on my phone, but he knows the lock on my phone.
Everybody in the house know each other's lock, for the phone. But like we said, indeed, that might not be so with other people. This is the Morning Coffee Show, and we're having a very healthy discussion. Call a friend to tell another friend that the Morning Coffee Show is on. Somebody's saying here, my ex was able to go into my phone, but his phone always have a pin, but that I never knew. And whenever he with mine, then I guess he go into my Facebook and block everyone that I'm speaking to, that he don't like.
And that's another thing.
That he don't like.
And to me, it should go both ways.
Both ways.
If you want access to my phone, I should have access to your phone.
Right.
It should go both ways in that situation. It shouldn't be a one-sided thing. It shouldn't be you alone have, and then on your, but I cannot have. If you want to get access, then you should not get access to my phone. You understand? And people have a way now, they allow you to see what they think you should see in the phones, because you can lock certain part of your phone. You can make certain app don't show on your screen. You understand? You could hide things in your phone from all of that.
You know a thing or two. Which part of your phone you got things locked?
Babes, we're counselors. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living.
But will you counsel me?
Yes, as a counselor, you know. And some stories that you will hear will blow your mind many times. But as we said, you know, some people will defend the fact of yes, I should have access. Some people will defend the fact, oh, there should be some kind of boundary. Some people will defend the fact, oh, nobody, you got your phone, I got my phone, we living comfortable. And sometimes for your own sanity and your own peace of mind,
don't go searching.
Don't go looking for nothing. Just leave it as it is.
Because the discovery might be mind-blowing. What you discover there.
Everybody might not agree with that statement that I just make. Because, you know, some people say, oh, for your own good or for your own benefit, it's best you know certain things and it's best you know. But I've seen and I've talked to people that did certain things like that and it sent them into another world. Yeah. Their lives are never the same till they like.
Somebody is saying also, though, Prophetess, that relationships should be very transparent. And I agree with that. You know, I agree with transparency.
But many people don't
on the
have
contrary, though, because you see, I mean, it should be. It should be.
And that's how
every relationship, every marriage should be like very transparent. Somebody else is saying also that they don't believe that there should be any pin. But even if there is a pin, that the two partners or the two individuals should have access to that phone or that device. You know, somebody said personal files on your phone. Okay. Yeah. So, well, you know, let me see. I would not marry on those. Oh, somebody said I would not marry on those negative terms. Because indeed, what happens, like you rightfully said, I mean, guys, you know, by God's grace, we are able to meet so many people, you know, hundreds of people in terms of counseling, thousands online. And, you know, yeah. But the thing about it is that, you know, some persons make their policy, their terms upfront before marriage. And some people say, well, here, it's how it's going to go. Before marriage, I want you to understand that your phone is your phone, my phone is my phone, right? And, you know, everything else, we have access to everything and thing. And it's amazing that some people go into marriage with those terms and those agreements, and they agree that we go in.
But when they get into the marriage, it's a whole nother thing now. But this is what you agreed to. This is what you sit in that counseling session and you did not defend it. You did not stand up against it. So now you have all these problems because this is what you sign up for. You understand? So sometimes you gotta be careful what you sign up for. Understand? So the thing about it. The thing about it for me, I would tell persons that I would not feel comfortable, and this doesn't go for everybody. This is just my thing. I will not feel comfortable in a relationship. I have access to everything, and this have nothing to do with trust. Nothing to do, because some person gonna say, "Oh, you don't trust," and if we put up an argument about trust, and if you trust, you don't go looking. If you trust, you don't go seeking. I trust, but I mean, even when I pick up the phone, I don't go looking for anything. So I don't go looking for anything. You understand? It might just be a genuine
But
thing.
what are your views? Because somebody was sharing just now. Sorry, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody was sharing just now that that their ex used to have access, but his own had a pin. But then he would go into the phone and block those people that he doesn't like.
That is too much. I mean, if
you think it's too much?
If you have access to my phone, I should have access to your phone. And sometimes persons might say to, oh, I don't have anything to hide, so he could check the phone. Right? I don't have to check his phone. I mean, that's you. And that might work for you. Don't go changing anything because this working for me. You trying to change something for you. Your situation working for you.
But then in reality, I would want to say in reality, every relationship differs. And you have to know your spouse, you gotta know your husband, you gotta know your wife.
You have
you know, and yes, as much as you may want to be transparent, can your spouse handle transparency? Can your partner handle transparency? Even though that's how it should be. That's how it ought to be. The right thing is to be transparent. But I also discover over the years talking with people, and even with my partner, my wife here, over the years, you grow, as you grow older, there are things that happen in life, challenges, and you say, how would I tell her? I want to tell my wife whatever. I want to tell my wife I made a bad choice, I made a bad decision, I went into a bad deal, I made a wrong, business arrangement, something. And you now have to think now, because you got to know your partner, you got to know his or her, their reaction. You live with that person after that time, you know certain things about that individual.
So true.
Might not be 100, but you know enough to know that this person they can be an outburst. They can be a very, very, very big outburst, and I'm not sure how he might respond. And so there are many spouses who wants to share, who wants to talk and say X, Y, and Z. This is what happened, that's what happened. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of maturity. It takes a lot of grace that if at all your partner really want to be transparent, and let's say, for example, they failed, they did something. Let's say it happened in a case where they step outside of the relationship. Because that's what the problem is today. Most of the phone issue has a lot to do with infidelity, a lot of, things happening there, and the security lock. Some persons, most people, security lock is there because of, or they just want to secure their privacy. And sometimes they may be there. I'm talking a number of things. They might be there, and they might be talking to different people. And sometimes that partner of yours might be there talk with people that come up with all kinds of topics, but they're in defense. They're not giving into it, And you realize that you're in a world where people will come and they will show their shades. Some people will show interest, and you now gotta decide, take a position to say, well, boy, or girl, hey, this is my position. I'm not into that and stuff like that, But many persons today are really going through because they want to be transparent. They want to be transparent, but they are afraid of their spouse's response. Let's hear your views. This is the Morning Coffee Show. Please feel free to share. The discussion this morning is, do you think your spouse, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your child, father, child, mother, do you think that they should have access to your phone freely? Pick up your phone and just go through it. Just go through it, use your phone at any time, at any given time, without your permission. What are your thoughts? What are your views? Let's hear you. Don't watch them, just make sure you share and discuss. Okay, somebody's saying that y'all should discuss everything. You should be able to discuss transparency. That's this transparency,
Apostle, one of the things I would always say through counseling or even talking to persons in marriage, I would always say, whatever foundation you lay from the beginning, that is the results. That is what you're going to get. If you plant this tree and you put in the right soil, you put the right nutrients, you put everything the right way, then you're going to get good results. That's from the beginning, from the foundation state. Even if you're doing a foundation, you got to make sure you use the right size of steel, the right size of stone, the right cement, and everything right that it takes to build that foundation. Because if you do not, use the right things to build a foundation,
Later
then
on.
you're gonna get cracks, right? But sometimes people are blinded by certain things, and because that foundation is not properly built, when you get into marriage, few months after, then your eye pop open, then reality at home. Oh, this is what happening. This is what's supposed to be. But if you establish good foundations
What you
from
got a
before,
point. Yeah.
I would always say that to people.
Yeah.
You understand? I've discussed things in relationship. Just don't be in a relationship because of sex or because you want to be with somebody. You see it heading to marriage. Talk about certain things. Discuss what are your likes, what are your dislikes. You know, don't sweep things when you see things happen. As some old people say, don't sweep it under the carpet. Even if you sweep it for a time, bring it out back. Bring out back the dust, because if you keep sweeping dust under the carpet, you'll get a built up. You'll get a built up, and you start seeing the floor gonna start rotting in the carpet itself, gonna start damaging.
Yeah.
After a certain time.
Likewise, the relationship.
Yeah, so that's why you gotta bring out back the dust. Know the right time for bring out that dust from under that carpet. And deal with it, address it. If you know that this is something that you can't deal with, you understand? Say it. You know?
This is the Morning Coffee Show, and you're hearing from yours truly, Prophetess there. And our discussion, this morning is, do you think that spouses should have access to their partner's phones? Free access without their permission. Do you think, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Please feel free to share your opinions. May very well help people that is viewing us and that will be viewing this program. Maybe later on in the day, they might not, because some people go back and check it out afterwards if they missed the live. But what are your thoughts? What are your views? What are your opinions? Do you think a spouse or spouses should have access to their partner's private phones? Well, their phones in general. What are your views? For us, like we said, we believe and we embrace transparency. But then, like we said, on the flip side of things, everybody must and should know their partners and their partners' likes, dislikes, their reaction, how they would respond. And so many persons did share that, I'm not too sure how my partner would react. Some people are literally afraid to share. They have something that might have happened. They want to come clean. They want to share, they want to, but then they're afraid that their partner might leave them, the marriage might come to an end. They're afraid that it might become physical, and the list goes on. This is the Morning Coffee Show, and we want to encourage you to feel free to share. Can I read this comment, love?
Sure,
Don't forget your point. Somebody said, yes, transparency is absolutely important. It leads to deep trust. We started this from day one of our marriage. Like you said, their foundation. Like you said, their foundation.
And because many times proper foundations are not built, people get into marriage with all kind of motive, relationship with all kind of motive, all kind of intention, all kind of hang-ups. You understand? Maybe. And some people get hurt from past situation, past relationship, and you don't let go of those things and you bring it over into the marriage, into the next relationship, and they continue living a cycle. Yes, you have to learn to deal with things from the beginning. You must able to talk. I mean, some people might argue the fact that, some people don't show their true colors. Some people just pretend until you get married to them, until they start living with them, then it's when you see.
But that happens too.
That happens too. You're not going to see the side of a person if you're not living with them. You're going to see everything in display when you're living together. Because you might have all the discussions when you're in a relationship, might have all the talks. But remember, you're not living together, but at least.
Well, it's like the term, come live with me and come see me, is two different things.
But at least you're able to lay some kind of
foundation. Yeah. And but indeed, but they are signs. You cannot. We always say don't ignore the signs. Do not ignore signs. It's like a driver driving. You cannot ignore the signs of the road and the traffic codes and the traffic signs, because you could find yourself going up a one way when you're thinking it's a two-way. You can find yourself going down a corner that is no entry, no access. But yes, this is the morning coffee show, and many people are traumatized, many people are hurting, many people are dealing with matters like these where some people are literally grieving that they can't have access to their partner's phone.
Yep.
Right? And like I said, there are other parts too where it might just be, oh hallelujah day for not going into that phone. Because like someone started off by saying, yeah, if you want to keep seeing, just leave that phone alone. Which in it can hurt. Many partners are hurt because say, man, we're partners, you're my husband, you're my wife. Why I can't pick up your phone, man? That's a no. Some people dare not, pick up each other's phone, because of what is in there, and and it can cause a whole lot of disturbance. So this is the morning coffee show, and we are so happy that two different ones of you are sharing your opinion. Somebody said choose your partner based on how his or her handle a crisis. Okay, thanks for sharing that. Yes, this is the morning coffee show, and we are so excited about your comments, your opinions. Let me see what this one. Let me see if I can read this one. While I believe that every relationship is different, it's what governs the relationship and the marriage. Therefore, it is important to discuss your expectations of your partner and be comfortable with them. Also, foundation must be important. Dating for me must not be traditional. Wash cars together, do non-traditional things together. Okay, thanks so much for sharing your view, Dylan. Thanks for sharing your view on the whole discussion. Uh, Somebody saying that death and sickness brings out everything, bring out all the issue. In other words, when some people die, then you get to see what is in their phone or whatever. And that's if you have access. That's if you're able to break the code. Because some people, they shut off, drop all the rates, and
And
you're
you
not
can't
able
go
to
into
have
the phone.
access to that phone too. Yeah. So yeah, it can be both sides. But we want to thank you so much for being a part of the morning coffee show. We didn't realize the time is going so
Yeah.
fast, man. Oh boy. We may have a part two of this, but we're gonna have some other healthy discussions coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and we trust that in some way or the other that today's topic was a
Help you.
help to
Yeah.
you. We trust that it was able to help to address whatever you're going through as a couple, as a married couple, as a yeah, family. You're able to share and to see
So
how
true.
other people are able to navigate, to share, and to get through. I don't think we.
Sometimes when you sit and talk to people or apostles and them, when you deal with a topic, it kind of like, cause your eyes to open to see, to value what you have as an individual, to cherish what you have as an individual, not taking it for granted. Because I would have seen this phone situation damage a lot of people, bring divorce, bring separation, hurts, pain, disappointment, so many things to a person's life. And here am I sitting, free access, no problem, no challenge in that area. I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
I don't take that for granted. And sometimes talking about things, you suddenly become aware. You suddenly become aware of certain things that the little things, sometimes you don't take these things for granted in your marriage when you have certain access or certain privilege, and you might be like that. Don't take it for granted. See it as a privilege. See it as, that God has done it for us. He has done it, and maybe you might be different in this situation. We're going to continue to pray for you. That God is going to help your marriage, help your relationship.
Yeah.
That, you guys will able to cross over this hurdle. Because it's a big hurdle in relationship.
Yeah.
This phone thing is an issue in a lot.
Yeah.
It takes away people's time, people's attention, everything. It's really, really bad, really, really terrible. So I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. God has been good. I'm not saying that my marriage is better than anybody else.
No, not about
You
imperfect.
understand? Nobody is perfect. But sometimes when you talk about things, you become aware. And you become alert of the privilege that you have. And thank you for that.
I break up the phone, Dad.
There be no need for that. There will be no need for that. And there is no need for that.
To God be the glory.
To God be the glory. But sometimes you just gotta appreciate what you have, and sometimes you gotta say it out loud.
The Lord can help,
the privileges that you have, and the little things that you should not take for granted. That you have.
Yes, for this morning we have come to the end of our morning coffee show. Prophetess, yours truly, glad to be sitting in with her all the time. We want to thank you all.
Leaving me alone for a couple of mornings, but we're glad to have you back.
Yes, but thank you.
You want to talk about the couple falls that he had for the snow, but we can catch you another time.
Yeah, but a lot of people fell down. But you can't put my business out there. I fell down. You alone know that I fell down.
As a certain person said, they're not laughing Apostle anymore because the last time Apostle fell down from the stairs.
Yes.
They laugh and they had their own experience. So I ain't laughing.
Don't you laugh me?
I'm not laughing.
Don't you laugh me? Yes, somebody shared that. That was a whole laugh by itself.
I'm not laughing.
That was a whole drama by itself. We're so happy for your opinions, your view, your version, your interaction.
Yes.
It's always a joy to see and to look to see what you have to say. Yeah. And we're so happy that because distance is not a barrier. You're able to share, and your opinions might very well help somebody. You just never know who it might be helping, because people do look at your comments. Even though we are sharing our version, because we do believe in transparency, we do believe that married couples, relationship, spouses should have access. But like we said also, on the flip side of things, everybody relationships differ, marriages differ, and foundation should be built, in such a way where you can have that trust with each other. One other thing, a few things quickly before you leave. We want to also thank you all for celebrating our daughter's birthday, Kayla Durant. She's 15 now, and wow, the girl grown fast, boy. We thank you so much for your greetings, and we conveyed all of the above to her. We thank you so much for your blessings and towards her and your prayers.
Yes.
We welcome it, and we want to say to you, the Lord reward you bountifully. Quickly before you leave, so our transition in terms of ministry here in Brooklyn, New York, well, we're in New Jersey, but in Brooklyn, where we have our ministry, I am in Brooklyn, we will be transitioning soon. We are in transition. And so we will be moving, as you know, the ministry from one location to the next. All right. Physically, we're moving from one location to the next. Where we are, we're so grateful for the journey. And it's our third year. We're almost to our third year. And we're going to be having our anniversary service, all right, at our new location. But for the 1st of March,
into that new location.
Right, we'll be moving into the new location. All right, the 1st of March.
The address for that location is 5105.
5105 Church Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11203. All right, let me go that again. Let me just back it up. The name of the place is going to be AB Event Space. All right. And the address is 5105, all right? 5105 Church Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, All right, 11203. You can't miss it. It's right on Church Avenue.
53rd Street, right?
51st Street.
51st Street.
51st Street. All right, that's just opposite the Capital One Bank. You can't afford to miss it. All right, it's very, very, very much of a popular location there, and you can't miss it.
The entrance is on 51st
Street to the side.
To the side, there's a black door there. Just open a black door.
And we are going to have ushers. Persons are going to be there to help guide you in as well. So you can't afford to miss it. All right. Secondly, we want to add yes. So on the first, we will be transitioning. Secondly, our anniversary service, our anniversary ordination, and the launching of my book. All right, let me go that again. Our anniversary, our third anniversary service. Stay with us. Our ordination, because we'll be installing some leaders. We'll be laying hands on some folks that we will be installing as pastors, as ministers, as deacons, deaconesses, and you can't afford to miss. Come celebrate with us, man. Come celebrate the goodness of the commander of heaven and earth.
Bring a
friend, bring a family, all right? Yes, of course, we're going to have some nice things to eat afterwards in our celebration. But we also want to say that on that day, I'll be launching my book, all right? I'll be launching my book, I'll be also sharing a few of different persons who played a role in helping for this book to become a reality. Above all, we know Christ Jesus is the big man himself that has made it possible. The name of my book, my first book of many more to come, called to the extraordinary. And so far, yesterday we took some of the books, well, all the books that we ordered, and every one of them gone. Everyone, and not everybody was able to get. So yeah, it's yes, thank you, Andrea Cosworth. It is an upstairs. Yeah, it's slightly up the stairs. As you go there, you're going to slightly go up the stairs there. Very much more spacious. But we salute my good friend, man, Bishop Allen Forrester, for the 3 years that he has allowed us to use his sanctuary. Such an awesome man of God. We're going to talk more about him later on. Very, very, very cool, and grateful for God and the journey in terms of, using that sanctuary. Even though we paid a monthly something there, we are grateful to God, yes, so spread the word. So all the books are gone, Prophetess. All the books on. We already ordered another set that is coming, and we're ordering, trying to see how much we can order enough for the launching. But persons, all the books gone. So all the books that we ordered so far, to God be the glory.
Thank
all
you,
right,
Jesus.
You have to get, yes, you have to get, and you need to have a look. You need to have a read of this book. I believe it's going to transform your life. I believe my life story and my journey and how the Lord helped me to battle strengths and weaknesses, failures and success, it's going to help you to see the power of God and what the power of God did in my life, all right? And in the life of my family. So much I wrote about in that book. You can't afford to not have a copy of that book. Again, also, we are also still advertising our superintendent. He has his book. We still have copies of his book, Supernaturally Natural and Naturally Supernatural, 2020 Vision, and God's Hand, God's Plan, by Prophetess Carmen Williams. So if you need copies of those, please still feel free to let us know, and we can make those books accessible for you. All right? So we look forward for an awesome time.
Yep.
Yes, of course, my wife was supportive. Yes, GT Princess, I have your copy.
Yes.
We were discussing about it, so I need to try to see how we can get that done properly. Well, I know today's a holiday. We hope we can get it done today or tomorrow. I'm coming to Brooklyn today. If I can pass around and drop it off, I'll do that, all right? I was supposed to get down there to Brooklyn later on today, but I got you covered, love. I got you covered, all right? And yes, make sure you talk to us if you want to buy the books, and you want to send your Zelle, inbox us and we'll tell you what number to send your Zelle
And maybe you might
payments
live
to.
out of state and you want to have a copy of the
Yeah.
book. Remember, we have to do shipping, so it will be a little more
We'll discuss.
than
Yeah.
what we are selling it for with the shipping. So
Right.
you can make contact with us if you want it to be shipped to your end.
Yeah.
And we can make that arrangement and get it shipped to you. Distance is fine.
Certainly.
And it will be in Guyana soon.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
It will be done in Guyana soon.
Yeah. And we have to do our official launching in Guyana as well. All right. Launching in Guyana as well. And we said to God be the glory. All right. To God be the glory. It's a powerful book. And I just felt that will be enough for now with what is written there.
Yeah.
There's much more we're looking at to write on and other subject areas that I believe the Lord will impress on my heart to write about, to be a blessing to the nations. All right? So we thank you once again for being a part of the Morning Coffee Show. Do feel free to share and to tell somebody what transpired today on the Morning Coffee Show. This week, of course, we're still at 158 East 32nd Street, Brooklyn, New York. So I think this should be our last week there. We're going to be there this Wednesday. We're going to be there this Sunday. All right? So listen out for much more of the announcement. But the first, let me see if I can be able to, what's that with this phone?
You want the address?
Yeah, no. I'm just looking for the calendar. Yeah. All right. So we are going to be there this week.
This is our last Sunday.
Today's what? Today's the 16th.
The 16th. The 21st is our last Sunday there.
The 21st.
22nd. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
our last Sunday day at our old location.
Well, the last Sunday, but we're going to
So
be there
we're going to be there the Wednesday.
The 25th.
Yes, the 25th.
Yeah.
Up to the 25th, we're going to be at 158 East 32nd Street.
Yeah, the
But
25th
from the
of this month.
1st of March.
Yeah, 1st of
Which
March.
is a Sunday.
Yeah, we're going over to our new
The
location.
1st of March, which is a Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to be moving over to that new location. So please
Right.
take the address. It's 5105 Church Avenue.
Yeah. Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York.
11203.
What street? 53rd Street?
51st Street.
51st Street. It's right on 51st Street.
Opposite the Capital One Bank.
Right through that street there.
Yeah, can't miss
The
it.
building is on Church and 53rd.
All right,
But
51st.
51st. For the entrance to get into the building
On the
is
51st.
on 51st, right?
All right, yeah.
Yes, the entrance to get into the building is on 51st Street.
I'm excited.
I
am excited for what the Lord has done and what He is doing in the space of 3 years. And the number 3 means so much to us, very significant. You can't afford to miss the celebration. So make sure you be a part of. So the first of this next month, we are moving over to our new location where we are going to be fellowshipping there from now on. Amen?
Amen.
Yes. God bless you all. We love you all. Do have a great remainder of the day and spread the word of whatever you learned today and all that was shared. We thank you so much once again for your interaction with us here.